Good morning. As you can see, it is just before sunrise out here. It's 10 degrees or 9 degrees, something like that. And before I go to work this morning, I've got to build some kind of extra cover over my chicken yard because yesterday I came back from a pretty hard ride and found that something had partially eaten Paula Dean, the chicken. And the other chickens were huddled together in the coop, looking pretty traumatized. So I think it was a hawk. They hunt during the day, unlike a lot of the predators that will eat chickens. Also, I couldn't find any tracks going in and out of the coop or out of the yard. So pretty sure it was a hawk, just because of how it was eaten and left kind of partially there. They don't really prefer chickens for food, but you know, you can see there's lots of snow on the ground. It's hard for them to get their mice and stuff, so, you know, it's a survival move on the bird's part. So I'm just going to try and add some protection to their coop, just in case you all thought living in the mountains was all unicorns and rainbows. It's tough out here sometimes. This is kind of the best thing I can come up with in the couple hours I have before work. Just kind of look up and see where some predator would have a flight path, and I've strung fencing up, kind of blocking the ground. So, you know, it's not great, but I think this could, some more, I think this could buy them some time if something comes out again. I still have this big open area, but this is kind of the walkway between the coop and the yard and the gate. So this is still definitely a vulnerable area. And it'll need some work. I'll have to attach something to the roof, which is really hard because you can see it's covered in snow right now. I'll probably have to build some kind of a frame and you know, put sort of a roof over this part of the pen. But I'm pretty sure this should slow down anything that tries to come after them, at least buy them some time to get into the coop and hide like they did yesterday. Unfortunately, Paula Dean was not quick enough. Rest in peace, Paula Dean. Right there. I think I got the camera on too late, but right in that tree there was a gigantic hawk sitting around, and all the little birds around here. Like, I was out here just watering the chickens, and sure enough, all the birds started going nuts, and I started looking around, and there was Paula Dean's nemesis, her undoing, waiting for another chicken. That's why, like, some of the chickens came out, and then they all just ran back into their coop. I think that was it. I mean, they seemed smart enough to go back in there, so I'm not going to lock them up. All the other birds seem to really be on to the hawk. You can hear them freaking out over there where the hawk just flew off to. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to leave it open. The hawk's not going to go in there and get them. I'm going to put some food inside the coop for them to scratch around on. They love barbecue potato chips. I think I have some stale barbecue potato chips in the house. I'm going to put that inside their coop just so they have a little treat to snack on while they hide. Poor things. I just gave them some popcorn and some barbecue potato chips, and I think they're pretty content to stay inside today. I don't hear the little birds outside making a bunch of noise, so I think the hawk left, but I put some grain and some other stuff on the ground in here so they can scratch around in here, and maybe they'll go out later once it's quieted down, but they'll probably just gather in the corner over there like they've been doing. Hopefully we don't end up with any more lost chickens. So it's Monday today. Yesterday I showed you the stuff I tried to put up. Sorry if the video is shaky, I'm driving down my gravel road. Showed you what I put up trying to keep the hawk from grabbing another chicken, and it failed. I lost a second chicken yesterday to the hawk. It was Jen, beautiful iridescent black naked neck chicken, and yeah, I mean, I was sad about it. I feel like a bad chicken mom for letting it happen. So this morning I just left them in the coop. I gave them lots of snacks, gave them some old bread, some scratch grain. I put their grain block in there. Did kind of everything I could to make them cozy in there. They seem pretty happy to just chill out in there. I think they're a little traumatized. Tiny had a bare spot on his back. I don't know if it's from the other chickens pecking at him while they were all kind of hiding in the same area of the coop, or if he had a run-in with the hawk as well. Sometimes roosters get protective. He's not exactly a protective rooster. He's pretty small and young, so I don't know. Shit, sorry. I'm sure you could hear me even though the camera was pointing off the other direction. But, I mean, they're safe for today. A friend of mine on Twitter suggested a chicken tunnel or chunnel, which I should be able to build on my day off on Thursday out of stuff I already have at the house, other than a few landscaping stakes. So I'm going to do that on Thursday, so they'll have an area to get out in the yard, and hopefully once the hawk realizes that it can't eat any more chickens, it will move on and try to find something else and not come back for a while. But they may be confined to a chunnel, an ever-expanding chunnel, for the rest of their lives. Hopefully not, but stay tuned. So, the last video I had lost 2 chickens, so I reinforced my chicken yard. You can see I just went ahead and cut it off right there so they can't get into that big open area. Just did like a double fence that goes up to the treetops, put in this chicken wire across kind of the main area. More double fence here that kind of goes around the back. The fence on that side is pretty tall and goes up into the trees, so pretty secure. However, sadly, this part right here, where you can see, well, it's covered in snow now, but it's got a little green stake running. It runs through the fence and holds it down to the ground. I had to put that in because after I put this up, one day Lenny got under the fence and then the hawk got Lenny, which is really sad because she was such a sweet little chicken. I really miss her. But I reinforced it. I've been letting the chickens out, sometimes for just a few hours during the day, but with all the snow on the ground, they're not staying out very long. They're just kind of coming out and pecking around for a little while and then going back in where it's warm. For everyone who messaged me and said shoot the hawk or kill the hawk or whatever, first off, that's really illegal. Second off, I'm the one who put the all-you-can-eat chicken buffet where the hawk lives, so it's my responsibility to keep the hawk out of the chickens, not my responsibility to kill the hawk that's just doing what hawks do. So not going to do that. I'm just trying to be careful. I've been researching raising a guard goose with the chickens, which geese are way more watchful than than chickens are, so they tend to alert chickens. If you have like a single goose that's raised with chickens, it bonds with the chickens. I want to do that, but I don't know if I'm going to have time this spring to do that because of all my training and work and everything. That's why I haven't put a video out in, I don't know, weeks now, because, hold on, Tiny. That's why I haven't put a video out in weeks, because I've been really busy. So, I'm going to feed. We got bread, some overripe bananas. I'm going to put these out and let the chickens get some fresh air and sunshine. It's real cold today. Not as cold as last time though.